Hello, all of you. How are you all? So we completed DT Sarthi batch. That is the fast track batch for direct taxation. Then we completed GST Sarthi batch along with special classes for GST amendment, as well as we have taken one special class for all the ITC and value of supply related problems. Okay. So this much is done for you. Now those who are writing CA exam or CMA exam, for you all separate videos I have made for paper pattern from May 24, June 24 onwards, so that mindset is clear that what you are choosing the question in the reading time and how you are going to complete your paper in 3 hours, right? So do check up these videos. Right now, today, these are special classes for customs. Hope you all have downloaded the material and taken a printout. Lot of hard work I know I have put in to compile the material, the concepts, the logics, the booster notes in my own way. I have added, and wherever we are learning something new, I have added. Now, some of the questions, basic doubt is, ma'am, to whom it is applicable? This video series for custom is applicable for CMA inter students as well as for the CS students. Okay. Some of the final students are saying, ma'am, can we watch? Yes, for the base level revision and preparation, because MCQs and questions are asked from anywhere. Now, because the DT and IDT paper is combined for CMA students, some of you are asking me, I got 2-3 messages, do we have separate section? No, I gave the paper pattern, I'm not discussing now. But in that, definitely 2 MCQs worth 4 marks are going to be from customs and 1 7 marks question. Usually it is last along with GST, 7 marks GST, 7 marks custom. That makes a 14 marks question, which is like super duper easy. So if you ask me, ma'am, what's the weightage of custom? 4 plus 7, 11 marks, mandatory. Or if you leave it in choice, then at least 4 marks. But I'm telling you, the questions of this customs are very easy. Maybe by 3 or 4 classes, the whole custom, just what is required, will be over. Wherever not required, I don't want to dive deep into all the rules, regulations in detail. Okay, right? So very precise material. Did you see the page numbers? 30 pages material I have given you. And with this, I think 3 lectures, 6 hours will be enough if you want to practice. Yeah, past exam also important questions I have covered. Rest I'll just repeat it. Same question with double the figures, half the figures, no point in giving. And any doubt you have, just click the picture, send me in Telegram or challenges group, will surely clear it with a voice note. Okay, a great announcement for all of you, those who are writing the costing exam in September. For you all, we are having costing special batch, that is practice batch, including all the detailed learning of the concept. So to the point knowledge and whatever practice sessions are required, along with all the compiler of the past exam papers, booster notes, all will be provided. For detail, you have to check this space. Why don't you all subscribe to the channel, like, notify till your exams, huh? So that even I'll get a boost that you all are following what I'm saying. And comment below the video if you really like today's custom class. Chalo, very quickly, this whole Custom Act 1962 for you all in your syllabus. Custom Act 1962 is there, which is having all the rules and regulations of the custom. And then we have the Custom Tariff Act also. Custom Tariff Act is giving you the rates at which you have to charge the custom duty and which category it will fall. Okay. Now your whole topics are divided into, frankly speaking, 3 parts, but I have divided into 4 parts. Today's class is all concepts of the custom, import, export, and definitions. Ma'am, our definition is going to come, yes, in MCQ form. Word is missing like that. And the definitions are very important to understand the pumping heart of this chapter. That's tomorrow's class. But without this base, what is FOB, CIF, ये सब आज ही हो जाएगा. So if you want to understand the concepts and definitions properly, then watch this video till end. Next lecture, we will do the levy of customs. How you are going to charge the custom. Oh, sorry, this is the third one. The second one we will do is types of custom duty. Types of custom duty. Levy of custom and related question answer. Which rate I should take, which conversion foreign exchange rate I should take, what is the date of the import and export. All these questions will be cleared in the third one. So today we are doing concepts, definitions, time permits, some types of the custom duty. Then levy of custom and question. And last one is the valuation rules. Okay, you have imported the goods. On what value you have to charge the basic custom duty, additional duty, social welfare duty, and then IGST. You all know import of goods is treated as interstate sales, and so IGST is also applicable. So very important is what is the assessable value or the transaction value on which you have to charge, and what is the hierarchy. This is all about your portion. Basically from these two MCQs is asked, and from this 7 marks one question. Sometimes 7 plus 7 marks is also asked. So this is the weightage of custom. Okay, we are not going to do the baggage rules and then the procedural part and yellow slip and pink slip. It was there earlier. So if you are reading from scanners, earlier exam, many questions you don't have to read now. That time DT and IDT was 100 marks paper and custom was 30 marks beta. यहाँ तक सबको clear है? Anyone is having any doubt in the mindset what I have given? So shall we start with the Custom Act? Yeah, it is having definitions, and keep your notebook and paper also ready along with this printed material. Okay. The reason is there are few things to sink in your mind. I'll be giving you the booster notes also, but very gist way. Thank you so much for all of you who have given the amazing feedback about the GST material, which is to the point. Lot of efforts I take and I concise it from a student's point of view, not making it overly simple and colored charts, because exam में chart नहीं बना सकते, और chart में कभी कभी concept is clear but you miss out on the language. So somewhere I have taken the language as it is, but then gist notes, booster notes I have given in my own way. I want you all to take that. Okay, right? So AC, if you can put all clear right now. Chalo. I'm sharing the material of the customs, and let us start now. Custom Act also you have. There are many rules beta, but you have this import and export rules. Okay. So these are the 4 topics which we are going to study. Basics, types of duty, valuations and computation. Okay. Definitions, MCQ viewpoint se padna, and if you have 100% these classes are going to be in English. Sometimes I may say some lines in Hindi, or I may play Hindi songs because I listen a lot to music, but that's a part. Everything will be 100% in English. With the very first word starts your MCQ. Custom is applicable on what, beta? पहले तो कुछ चीज orally we should know. Custom is applicable on import of goods or export of goods out of India. So now very clearly, ma'am, what is the definition of India? Of course, we all know the physical map of India, right or not? But then also in detail, we will see what is the definition of India for customs. Custom duty as per the Custom Act 1962 is applicable only on goods. Is this clear to you? Custom duty is not applicable on services. Custom duty is applicable on import of goods through all the ways. Waterways, that is vessel, airways, that's aircraft, and vehicle when by road they are crossing the India limit and coming into India. Followed all of you? right? So custom duty is levied according to the valuation and rates and rules given in the valuation rules, section 12 and 15 and all. And then the rate at which it is applicable, that is given in the Custom Tariff Act. Okay, right. Almost like many things, like even the transaction value, what we have already done in our section 15, किसका GST का value of supply, वो भी हम रेफर करेंगे. That also we will refer. चलो, now Custom Act. Entry number 83 of the list 1 of the schedule 7 of the constitution empowers union government, means it's a central law, not with the state government, central government, union government to legislate and collect duties on import and export. Please put this in block. Entry number 83. Entry number 83. Clear? Accordingly, Custom Act 1962 became effective from 1st February 1963 and provides wise its section 12 for the levy of duty. Custom Act contains the provisions governing the import-export duty imposed on import and export of goods. Boldly, I have given here goods so that you all should know that this is applicable only to goods and not to services. Many concepts like this I'll be writing, and some of you, if you are thinking I can study something else and then watch the recording of Deepthi ma'am, there will be a different impact, and if you are studying with me, there's going to be a different impact. So surely all of you, shuru kare. Custom Tariff Act contains the rate of the custom duty. Okay. Custom Tariff Act is also followed for the GST purpose also. And you know, rate means the category. For example, if I am purchasing a shampoo, it comes under cosmetics. But if I am purchasing a medicated shampoo for some scalp disease, it comes under medicine. So when the category in the Tariff Act, there are chapters and then headings and subheadings. If they change, the rate will change, the exemptions will change, the levy timings might change. So Custom Tariff Act is basically having two schedules. Again for MCQ. जहां जहां मैं MCQ लिख रही हूं, आप भी लिखो बेटा. First schedule covers goods which are liable for import duty. Second schedule covers goods which are liable for export duty. Rarely you can count it like peanuts that cases wherein export duty. Otherwise, we want to encourage export. But जिसको discourage करना है, उस पे export duty लगाया है. And import duty, of course, it is covered under the first schedule of the Custom Tariff Act. Export duty rates are covered under the second. The various rules and regulations have been issued, like custom valuation rules, export, custom valuation rules for import, baggage rules, re-export of imported goods. Sometimes you import the goods and then send it back as return or repairing, then how the duty is to be reversed. Okay, Custom Act extends to whole of India, excluding Jammu and Kashmir, excluding Leh. Like this, they can give you in MCQ. So definitely Custom Act is applicable to whole of India, including territorial waters. Including territorial waters. Now, what is territorial waters? From the baseline, 12 nautical miles, not down like this in the sea, is territorial waters of India, and in that all rules, regulations of the customs are applicable. Ma'am, can you draw and show? Yes, I will. Can we first read and complete this? Yes? Right. India includes not only the surface of sea but also the seabed and subsoil and the airspace over such waters. So, हवा में अगर कुछ transaction हो रहा है till 12 nautical miles, it is India. In deep inside the sea, submarine, तो भी India. On water, on land, up to 12 nautical miles in the water, it is India. So what did they say now? For all this, I'll give you one diagram. Okay. और फिर हम आके ये वापस पढ़ेंगे. मैम शुड बी ऑल्सो ड्रॉ द डायग्राम? आंसर इज यस. इनफैक्ट मैंने वहीं पे स्पेस भी रखी हूँ, बट आई एम ड्रॉइंग इट हियर. You see there will be space on page number 7 top. देखो, तो आप भी वहां जाके देख लो. Okay, let us take this as the southern bit of India. So this border, I know थोड़ा सा narrow drawing हो गया है, but India है. This is India. This is called as baseline. डायग्राम समझ में आ रहा है आपको? मेरे साथ साथ draw one bit with me. Ma'am, why you are making us draw? We don't have to draw, but so many exams they have asked MCQ from this. So from the baseline, 4 classes, beta. I think you have joined late. 4 classes I'll take for customs and it will be over. Today is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Monday. Sunday छुट्टी होती है, class नहीं है. अपना अपना पढ़ो. From this baseline, 12 nautical miles in the sea. This is territorial waters of India. Very well, India. It is treated as India. Territorial waters of India. This is treated as India. Now, from the baseline, 200 nautical miles. This is called as exclusive economic zone. Exclusive economic zone. Now till 12 nautical miles तो क्या है बेटा? Territorial waters of India. This 188 nautical miles. Total 200 nautical miles from the baseline is exclusive economic zone. Like we have SEZ. In that first 12 nautical miles is what? Yes. मैम ये सब क्यों पढ़ा रहे हैं? सबसे इंटरेस्टिंग है कि सीधा प्रॉब्लम करा दीजिए 7 marks का. But this comes in MCQ and 4 marks is not less. I have failed at 196 in CA final. So I know what's the importance of aggregate mark. और choice नहीं है बेटा आपके पास. हाँ तो ये करो. Territorial waters of India is 12 nautical miles. वहां से 188 nautical miles exclusive economic zone. This is India only for oil extraction. You all know oil extraction plantations and all are laid deep in the sea. sea के बेड से ही ऑयल एक्सट्रैक्ट होता है, तो ऑयल का वो रिग्स और वहीं पे डालते हैं. सो ओनली फॉर दिस पर्पस दिस इज ऑयल एक्सट्रैक्शन के लिए दिस इज इंडिया, अदरवाइज दिस इज आउट ऑफ इंडिया. Clear to all of you? I know as a teacher one thing can I want to say now only. Custom का portion इतना सा है, छोटू सा है, but if you want to have a grip on 11 to 12 marks out of 100, repeat. Don't think okay Deepthi ma'am's material is just 30 pages, I'll follow this material, I'll scan a study material instead. कुछ करने की जरूरत नहीं है. All that I have compiled in this, but in one go, however best you try beta, utna samajh jayega, but that will not sink. So give yourself time, and you know my way of teaching. Tomorrow I will start the class with today's revision. Okay? Now, after 200 nautical miles, what it is? High seas. What do you mean by high seas? This land or this water, land here belongs to all countries. ये किसी का नहीं है, ना इंडिया का है, ना श्रीलंका का है, ना पाकिस्तान का है, ना बांग्लादेश का है. So in high seas we are not having any powers and it is not India. Okay, so when you will levy the import duty, I want you all to make a star mark here. Once goods enter 12 nautical miles from baseline, import duty starts. मतलब taxable event शुरू हो जाएगा. Taxable event will start. This will be repeated in the 3rd class also. So as soon as you cross the 12 nautical miles and enter into India, import हो चुका है, आ गया है. As long as goods, I have imported the goods, but while they were in high seas only, there was tsunami and it was lost. Do I have to pay the import duty? No. I want to repeat, if the goods are lost in high seas, do you have to pay the import duty? Answer is no. Okay, there's one more term here. This whole under the sea. Under the sea. Seabed. कितने तक? 200 nautical miles तक. It is called as continental shelf of India. Ma'am, same. What is exclusive economic zone on top? Under the sea. Yeah, it is called as continental shelf of India. All this is also called as custom waters. Finish drawing the diagram? Yeah, on this side also you can draw the same. I want to repeat, baseline is the nearby coastal area. From there up to 12 nautical miles, it is called territorial waters of India. And very well, all custom act is applicable. Yahan pe you can write custom act applicable. 12 to 200, 188 nautical miles mein custom act is applicable only for the oil extraction. Okay, right. The reason why they have taken this also as India is, suppose sometimes I import a machinery. Reliance Industries is having a pipeline and machinery and all in 170 nautical miles from the baseline. So directly from USA, they have imported a machinery and they never brought it in India. They have kept here. Is this also India? Yes. So only for oil extraction and all this is India. Exclusive economic zone is 200 nautical miles in sea and like this all. Okay. And under the sea seabed, it is called as continental shelf. Yes. Right. So in all the three ways, even the roadways, that is the vehicle, waterways, vessel and aircraft, all the three ways, this is how you have to take India. Chalo. I know I'm going थोड़ा सा ट्रैकिंग लग रहा है आपको, बट ऐसे ही पढ़ना है. मतलब आई एम गोइंग वेरी सिस्टमैटिक, बट लिटिल फास्ट ओनली. प्लीज कमेंट बोलो, डू यू स्टिल वांट टू वॉच माय वीडियो एट 1.5 स्पीड? जरूरत तो नहीं लग रहा है मुझे. ओके. India includes not only the surface of the seabed but also to the seabed and subsoil. Baseline is the lower water mark. Territorial waters of India extend 12 nautical miles into sea from baseline, and it includes bay, gulf, harbor, creek, tidal river. हाँ, जहाँ से बीच बीच में ऐसे गल्फ बे बन जाता है, वो सब included है. India has sovereignty in its territorial waters. That means all the provisions of the Custom Act are applicable in. This is again for MCQ. All the provisions of the Custom Act are applicable. Okay. In the territorial waters of India, TWI, it is called as territorial waters of India. Okay. Next, 1 nautical mile is equal to 1.15 miles or 1.8 kilometer, like that. It's just for information. Exclusive economic zone is an area beyond and adjacent to TWI up to 200 nautical miles from the baseline. 12 nautical के बाद 200 नहीं है. 12 nautical miles from the baseline is TWI, and from the baseline 200 nautical miles is EEZ. Indian custom water means water extending into sea up to the limit of EEZ plus TWI, and it includes all. मतलब सब मिला के till 200 nautical miles, it is called as Indian custom water. Is my speed fine? Are you all following? Comment below, no, so that I can know कि सब ठीक चल रहा है. Next, Exclusive economic zone हो गया. Continental shelf of India comprises of seabed, subsoil, submarine that extend to 200 nautical miles. Same. What is above in the water, it is called as Indian custom water. Below, deep inside, till the sea bed, you can say. हाँ, जो पानी के अंदर की जमीन है समुंदर में, in the sea deep inside, that is called as continental shelf of India. High seas is area beyond 200 nautical miles. Yes. Okay. Applicability of the Custom Act and Custom Tariff Act to EEZ and continental shelf. Yes. Now, generally, I want to repeat, Custom Tariff Act is applicable only in TWI, Territorial Waters of India, only for the purpose of prospecting or extraction or production of mineral oils, petroleum, natural gases into continental shelf and EEZ, and for supply of any goods in connection with these activities, it will be treated as applicable. So that I import a machinery from USA directly to my refinery or my mineral extraction project in the sea, is this applicable Custom Act? हाँ बिल्कुल applicable है. Implication to the extent of act, the whole of continental shelf and is a bringing of any goods and all in connection with activity related to mineral shall be treated as import and it will be chargeable. Further, mineral oil which is produced here would be deemed to be produced in India and subject to levy of central excise. मैम, अगर यहाँ पे मिनरल ऑयल प्रोड्यूस किया है तो भी एक्साइज ड्यूटी लगेगा? हाँ लगेगा, बिकॉज इंडिया है. आईजीएसटी लगेगा? लगेगा, बिकॉज इंडिया है. Take your time. I have always had an experience that whenever I teach the next class of custom, some more new doubts come in. So it's absolutely okay. So shall I close this diagram wala definition? देखो, अभी learn करेंगे. Now we learn. I know exams are nearby. Exactly 1 month is left for CMA inter students. If you work hard, you can do super well. Just the DT and GST, Sarthi videos are enough. I have covered the question answer concept, MCQ all सब cover किया उसमें. And your CMA inter MTP answers are not out, but it's already solved for all of you. So वो भी you can check. Now listen. Because we are together only for 8 hours, 4 दिन, ठीक है? इसको साथ साथ में learn भी कर लेते हैं. So now, what do you mean by baseline? The coastal area nearby to the sea, zameen. From there, 12 nautical miles, territorial waters of India, all Custom Act tariff act is applicable. Beyond that, 188 nautical miles, it is EEZ, exclusive economic zone, where Custom Act is applicable only for extracting mineral oils, natural gases, petroleum. बाकी सबके लिए the limit or applicability of the Custom Act is only TWI, Territorial Waters of India. Same 200 nautical miles in the seabed, continental shelf of India. All this is also called as custom waters, TWI plus EEZ. Finished? It's like a maths equation. Ma'am, what's there beyond 200 kilometers? High seas. High seas, all countries have got the power and we can't say नहीं नहीं हमारे इंडिया का पानी है अब ड्यूटी दो. No, we cannot. तो यहाँ तक clear है? Now definitions we are doing will help you to learn the types of the duties and the levy of the custom duty more clearly. Chalo. Nothing to write now till I say just pay attention. Okay. Are you all clear with this that custom duty is applicable only for goods? सिर्फ goods के लिए applicable है बेटा. No break. 2 minutes. I'll just see my mother-in-law and come back. Till then, you. All right. Okay. So we all know that custom duty is levied on goods. Goods include what? Vessel, aircraft, and vehicle. Not in which the goods are coming in, but these are the vessels, aircraft, vehicle which are imported. Okay, for further sale. For example, imported vehicle you are buying from foreign country, importing and selling, then on that custom duty is levied. Then your stores, baggage. Baggage के ऊपर custom duty is not levied, but you have to declare under the baggage rules that how much baggage you are having. Okay, currency and negotiable instrument, that is only for the declaration. Like when you come to India, you have to declare that how much foreign currency you are carrying. Any other kind of the movable property. So this is the definition of goods, not much important, but custom duty is levied on goods. If not, the provision shall also apply in respect of goods belonging to government. However, import by Indian Navy, specific equipment by police, defense, coastal guards are fully exempt from duty by virtue of notification. Exactly. When I'm referring this, I'm checking the paper from 2014 onwards. कि कहाँ से क्या बार 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 MCQ पूछते हैं. So even if you import the goods, you are not liable to pay duty if these goods are imported by Indian Navy, Defense, Police, Coastal Guards, etc. ठीक है? What do you mean by import? Import means bringing in India goods from a place outside India. That's import. Imported goods means goods which are brought in India from a place outside India, but does not include goods which have been cleared for home consumption. See, this is India and this is 12 nautical miles. When goods are here, no, they are said to be imported goods. Okay, we have imported. Once we pay the duty at Chennai port and take it for home consumption. Home consumption doesn't mean कि घर पे लेके जाओ. Maybe home consumption is you have purchased, imported the goods, you have paid the custom duty and now you got it in your factory as a raw material. So that is also home consumption. Now, are they called as imported goods? Answer is no. मैम आज तो ऐसा लग रहा है आप टैक्स नहीं आप लॉ पढ़ा रहे हो. So it's frankly speaking a challenge for me also. Okay, imported goods means any goods brought in India from a place outside India, but does not include goods which have been cleared for home consumption. Dutiable goods means any goods which are chargeable to duty and on which duty has not been paid. Dutiable goods. See, when the goods are in this zone, no, they are dutiable goods. I have to pay the duty. Just you entered in the 12 nautical miles, pay the duty. ऐसा थोड़ी होता है. They'll reach the port and there it will be unloaded, inspected. And when we take it for home, we present the shipping bill and that time we have to pay the duty. So till then, is it called as dutiable goods? Yes. The goods which are chargeable to duty and on which duty has not been paid. Importer, in relation to any goods at any time between their importation and the time when they are cleared for home consumption, includes any owner or any person holding himself out to be importer. So who is called as importer? A person in relation to goods at any time between their importation and the time when they are cleared for home consumption. See, once you clear the goods for home consumption, they merge into the DTA. What is DTA? Domestic tariff. For India ke goods, foreign ke goods on which you have paid the duty, now they are also India goods. So who is importer? the person who is importing the goods on which duty is payable. So goods have entered the territorial waters of India and yet they have not cleared for home consumption. That time, whoever is the owner is called as what? Importer. Read it once again at home, and when we meet tomorrow to solve nice questions. आज एक ही दिन theory है क्योंकि concept है. Tomorrow the concept and problems will go साथ साथ में. Export means taking out of India to a place outside India. Taking the goods out of India. Export good means goods which are to be taken out of India. Exporter in relation to goods at any time between their entry for export and the time when they are actually exported includes owner or person. See, when you just send the goods to the port for export, koi handicraft you are making. So you have sent it from Hyderabad to say Chennai. Okay. When they reach Chennai, all inspection will be done, packing and all will be checked. And when you get the clearance, ki, okay, load the goods in this vessel, then till that period, who is the exporter? Who is the owner of the goods? While the goods have taken entry for export, until they are actually exported, owner of the good is called as exporter. Okay? Right. These are two beautiful terms. You can have a theory question also, or you can have a MCQ also. Very nice. I want you to add some example also here. बहुत easy है. You must have seen sometimes कि chord diagram, बहुत example, इसी को आधा घंटा explanation is given, not required. We know your portion, how vast it is for DT and IDT. So what is required, that's what I'm doing. Okay. Now what is transit of goods? Transit of goods is, say one ship is coming from America and it is going to Sri Lanka, Burma. Some goods are unloaded in India, remaining in the same ship are transferred down to Sri Lanka and then to Burma. These are called as transit of goods. Transit. How many of you have seen on airport, it is like for the arrival jahan se hota hai, the out gates are here, the departure gates are here for transit. Transit means you have come from Kolkata to Hyderabad and you want to go to Chennai. So internal transfer you have to take if you have to change the flights. That's the same thing for the goods. Goods have come from USA. Part of it is unloaded at Chennai port. Remaining in the same vessel is going to Sri Lanka. So the goods which are in the same vessel, they don't have to pay any import duty in India. They are called as what? Transit of goods. Then what is transshipment of goods? Transshipment is almost similar like transit. Ma'am, grammatically, English में हाँ, वैसे भी और otherwise. In transshipment, the goods are unloaded at the port, but they don't enter India. From there only they are shifted to another vessel to be taken out of India. Even they are not liable to pay duty. Okay? Right. ये देखो एक डायग्राम बनाएंगे इसके लिए because same kind question is asked. A, B, C and D. These goods are imported from America, USA. Okay. A, B, C, D. Now, when they come to India, A and B are unloaded. So now they have become merged with Indian goods, A and B. Yeah. C in the same vessel taken to Sri Lanka. A, B, C, D are imported from USA. ऐसे diagram. A and B is unloaded in India. These are called as what? Imported goods. C in the same vessel taken to Sri Lanka. So for C, it will be called as what? Transit of goods. Transit of goods. और साथ में लिखो no duty. Transit of goods and no duty. Okay. Now D. D is also unloaded. Unloaded at port, say Mumbai port. From there, sent to Bangladesh in other vessel. Same vessel, other vessel. Okay, कहाँ लेके गए इसको? Bangladesh. So D is unloaded from USA to India. At the port, it is lying as it is. Yeah, it is like a V. And then it is taken to Bangladesh in other vessel. Do we have to pay the import duty here? No duty. Why? Because here it was transit of goods. Here it is transshipment. Transshipment of goods. Transshipment of goods. In very easy terms, I am explaining you just to give me also feedback. Can you all write below AC, all clear, all clear? To the point knowledge. You see tomorrow how I am giving you the logics, कौन सा date लिखना है और उसके नीचे उसके past exam के questions. If you decide that Deepti ma'am has already given the 30 pages material, we'll do self-study, beta, you will struggle. 8 hours, if you can give me, the customs will be over. Everyone is clear with the diagram. So what is transit of goods? In the same vessel or vehicle or aircraft, the goods are coming and then leaving. So no duty to pay in India. Transshipment also no duty, but we change the vessel and vehicle at the port, but still no duty. So this was the concept. Let us read the language. Where any goods imported in a conveyance, you know, whenever they use the word conveyance, it is vehicle, vessel, aircraft. Vehicle, vessel, aircraft. Okay. For transit in the same conveyance to any place outside India, the proper officer may allow the goods and the conveyance to transit without the payment of duty. Transshipment of the goods, where any goods imported in custom station are intended for transshipment, a bill of transshipment shall be presented to proper officer in such form and manner that, sir, see, we have unloaded the goods at Mumbai port, but we didn't merge it with our domestic tariff area. हम home consumption के लिए clear ही नहीं किए. It is still lying with the custodian. और बाहर के बाहर ही the goods are going now to Bangladesh in another vessel. But here proper officer has to take the action, and there the goods don't come to the shore. USA say one vessel is coming, it is having A, B, C, D, Z the goods. We are not bothered. Whatever is unloaded, that's imported goods. Whatever are going as it is, they are nothing to do. Followed all of you? Chalo. Next, this is already asked in MCQ. Adjudicating authority means any authority competent to pass order or decision under the Custom Act, but it does not include the board. See, like we have CBDT, Central Board of Direct Taxes. This is CBIC, Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Custom. Commissioner, Appeals and Tribunal. See, these are higher authorities. So they are not going to pass any order here unless you go for appeals and all. So adjudicating authority, generally it has all that assistant commissioner, deputy commissioner, वो सब रहेगा, but it will not include the board, the commissioner appeals or the appellate tribunal. Assessment means determination of the dutiability of the goods and the amount of duty, cess or any other sum, if any, payable. Baggage includes unaccompanied baggage but does not include motor vehicle. Baggage में सब include है excluding motor vehicle. Are you all writing? At least I'll give you 25 good questions for MCQ. पीछे हैं, MCQs are also solved. Beneficial owner means any person on whose behalf the goods are being imported or who exercises effective control over goods. I may be importing the goods from USA to Hyderabad. I am the beneficial owner, but I am doing it through an importer who has all the port ideas in China. So I may be beneficial owner. Okay. Bill of entry means a bill of entry referred in 46. What? It's a document. It provides importer of any goods other than goods intended for transit or transshipment shall make entry by presenting electronically on the custom automated system to the PO, bill of entry for home consumption or warehouse. Bill of entry is all the details that we have imported these many quantity, this much boxes, this rate from this place, this is the duty, blah, blah. Almost what we have on tax invoice. वैसे. So bill of entry is required in all the cases except transit or transshipment. Why? Because transit or transshipment पे तो duty नहीं है, तो bill of entry is not required. Bill of entry is mandatory document. You can submit it after the goods have been imported and still lying with custodian, or before the entry inward of goods advance mein also you can file the bill of entry. Bill of export means bill of export referred in section 50. It provides that exporter of any goods shall make entry by presenting electronically on the custom automated system to the PO of the goods to be exported in a vessel, aircraft and bill, and goods to be exported by land, a bill of export in such form and manner and all. Okay? Board means Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Custom. Yeah, which is governing the GST as well as Custom Act in India. Coastal goods means goods other than imported goods transported in a vessel from one port to another. Oh, can we transfer through waterways goods from Kandla port? Kandla port is one of the leading port in Gujarat. From there, can we transport through waterways the goods to Chennai port, India ke India mein? Then these are called as what? Coastal goods. Who are called as coastal goods? Inland transfer, other than imported goods. Conveyance includes a vessel, aircraft or vehicle. Okay, vehicle means conveyance of any kind used on land and also includes the railway vehicle. इंडिया पाकिस्तान में रेलवे भी तो है ना. चलो, custom station means any custom port, airport, international courier terminal, foreign post office or land custom station. See, when the goods come in and all the formalities होनी चाहिए, ऐसी कोई जगह तो पार्क तो होना चाहिए ना. If I'm going to watch a movie, can I take my car inside the theater and make it sit next to me? No. I have to park the car in the parking lot. Same way when the goods are imported, before they merge into the masses, they need to be parked at proper place for inspection, for payment of duty and all. That place is called as custom port. Custom airport, airways से आ रहा है. International courier terminal, courier से जो भी goods आते हैं. Foreign post and so on. Custom airport means same. Custom area, whatever is notified. Custom port, जो भी port का area है. ठीक है, सब just are for reading. Foreign going vessel means any vessel for time being engaged in carriage of goods or passengers between any port or airport in India and any port outside India, whether touching any intermediate port, and includes naval vessel of foreign country taking part in naval exercise, any vessel engaged in fishing or any other operation outside the territorial waters, or any vessel or aircraft proceeding to a place outside India for any purpose whatever. So foreign going aircraft or vessel means the which is taking the goods or passengers out of India. India के territorial waters से बाहर चले गए. They are called as foreign going vessels. अराइवल मैनिफेस्ट और इंपोर्ट मैनिफेस्ट और इंपोर्ट रिपोर्ट बहुत पूछते हैं. It's not कि as soon as the vehicle or the vessel comes, आ जाओ इंडिया में. अरे, how many goods are there? How many containers are there? Which party the goods belong? So import manifest is the detail of all 50 parties import which is there in a big ship or vessel. Yeah. Arrival manifest or import report means the manifest or report required to be delivered. Section 30 provides that person in charge of a vessel or aircraft or a vehicle carrying imported goods shall deliver following documents. Right? Pura detail dena padega. Some of you may be thinking, ma'am, you are reading word to word. We are just about to finish. Then 4 important cases wherein duties are not levied, and that's all for today. Person in charge. ये तो पूछते ही हैं MCQ. Fill in the blanks बना के. Person in charge. देखो, अगर आपके goods आ रहे हैं by any of the waterways and this and that, then who is called as the person in charge? In relation to vessel, the master of the vessel. Anything goes wrong to the vessel master, you are responsible. Why didn't you give us the import manifest mein pura detail properly? In relation to aircraft, commander, pilot in charge. In relation to railway train, the conductor, guard, chief directions of the train. Having the chief direction. In relation to any other conveyance, the driver or the person in charge. So if the waterways से आ रहा है तो master of the vessel, airways से आ रहा है तो commander or pilot, train से आ रहा है तो conductor, guard, roadways and all person. These are called as person in charge or responsible. Whatever items are there in your vessel, master, you are responsible. Prohibited goods. These goods are not allowed to be imported. Prohibited goods means goods the import or export of which is subject to prohibition. Even export. Few things are not allowed to be exported, but does not include such goods in respect to which conditions subject to which goods are permitted to be imported have been complied with. It's a law की तरह definition है. Prohibited goods are goods which are not allowed to be imported. It does not include those which satisfy the conditions to be imported. They are not prohibited goods. Store means goods for use in a vessel or aircraft, includes fuel and spare parts and other articles or equipment. Yeah. See, very important. Go back to the definition of goods. When goods are imported, you pay import duty. Suppose they are coming through aircraft. So, aircraft may, if something goes wrong, we have spare parts. We have those vacuum mask and all. Okay. So, are these also imported as stores? Yes. फिर से एक बार. What is the meaning of stores? I could have avoided many definitions out of this, but I think it's very interesting. Once you develop the interest, it will help you to make a cemented, solid base for the coming 3 classes. Store means goods for use in vessel, aircraft, includes fuel, spare parts. देखो, अगर वेसल है, व्हीकल है, एयरक्राफ्ट है, स्पेयर पार्ट तो होंगे ना. हाँ, चलो. Import duty is charged on CIF. Export duty is charged. This will be used directly in the valuation chapter. But just the meaning is important. What do you mean by free on board? Free on board means all the expenses up to point of loading goods into vessel is incurred by the exporter. USA. Export. And the goods are imported in India. So till the goods are loaded in USA, the loading charges into the vessel and other all the charges. This value is called as FOB. Free on board means all the expenses up to the point of loading, primary packing and unloading, and then taking it to the vessel, aircraft and loading. ये किसका खर्चा होगा? एक्सपोर्टर का. Once the goods reach importer's country, importer has to pay on road. On road बोलते हैं, but waterways है कहीं से भी. the रास्ते का freight and insurance. So then it is called as CIF. Please write that. FOB is the value of import plus insurance plus freight is called as CIF. Ma'am, custom duty is charged on what? Import duty is charged on this. I want all of you to write it in notebook also. क्योंकि ये problem solve करते वक्त you will have to remember. Ma'am, I had to calculate import duty by mistake. They gave FOB, I didn't add and blah blah. तो पहले ही लिख के रख लो. Goods in USA. Loading in vessel. All these expenses you have to add. And USA port तक का जो expenditure है, this value is called as FOB. FOB. Now, goods are imported to India. From USA the goods are imported. मैम सब import USA से ही होता है क्या? नहीं नहीं, और भी countries है, स्पेन, टर्की, ब्ला ब्ला, रशिया, कनाडा, जो लेना है लो. Imported to India. Okay. On road at least basic 2 expenditure, freight plus insurance तो लगेगा ना. FOB plus freight plus, this is called as CIF. Cost including insurance and freight, CIF. And this is the assessable value to charge custom duty. ये सब diagrams बहुत काम के हैं to solve 7 marks question with a very good speed. Goods are in USA. So USA may be packing and loading and little bit designing expense and dies. जो भी expenditure incurred till you put it to the port. Sir, I am importing the goods in India, but USA port तक आपको पहुंचाना पड़ेगा. क्या price पड़ेगा? FOB. From there to India, it is my expenditure. I have to bear on-road freight and insurance. Okay. When I imported in India, what's the value? CIF. So custom duty किस पे लगेगा? CIF. Ma'am, after custom duty, when I imported, again I have to pay expense till factory and other charges not included. मैम आपने तो सीधा 4th क्लास पढ़ा दिया. प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व कर सकते हो, कर सकते हो. नॉट इंक्लूडेड. कस्टम ड्यूटी इस पे चार्ज नहीं होगी टिल द पोर्ट. FOB plus the freight and insurance, that's CIF. That's why this is finished writing. This is my own made line which I have made you write. ये कॉपी नहीं किया हुआ है, कहीं से लिया नहीं है, खुद से लिखा है कि import duty किस पे लगती है बेटा? CIF. Export duty. When I am exporting, now I am in the position of USA. So till I load the goods into the vessel, FOB, I'll collect the export duty. तो फिर आगे importer will pay, no? Followed, right. Reimportation of the goods. If goods are imported into India after exportation therefrom, such goods shall be liable to duty and be subject to all conditions. Just for your reading, detail nahi hai aapko if the goods come back and okay. Now these are very simple 4 terms that whenever the goods are derelict, wrecked, jetsam, flotsam, do you charge duty? Answer is no duty. Ma'am, you said no duty, we have written no duty, but what is actually all this? Very interesting topic I am starting now. They can ask you 4 plus 3 mark theory question also here. Hmm. Thank you. Those who are live with us right now, all are putting live. That's too good. Chalo. Now, what are all this, beta? इसपे duty नहीं लगती. Now, what is this? Derelict means property abandoned at sea without hope of recovery. I imported some goods, but then, it's just like abandoned in the sea. Okay. Wreck is the property cast ashore by tide after a shipwreck. कहीं कुछ ship का accident हो गया and the goods come floating, but it's all wrecked, destroyed. Jetsam, where goods are cast in sea for lightening the ship to preventing sinking. The ship has become very heavy and few boxes we have to throw out in the water. If they float and come to shore, they called as jetsam. Goods separated from the ship by some peril, which continues to float on sea. Flotsam. So some of the goods we have removed from the ship ताकि ना ship अच्छे से बन जाए पूरा आपका. So then that is called as what? Flotsam. Goods being derelict, wrecked, jetsam, flotsam, brought and coming to India shall be dealt with as if they were imported. However, where it is shown to PO that they are entitled to be admitted duty free, he may admit. So the only thing you can expect out of this is sometimes people may do it purposely, that nearby to shore they'll throw the goods in the water and it's like waterproof boxes, and then they will bring it saying अरे ये तो ऐसे ही आ गया पानी में. So even if it comes like that, and if you are willing to take it, so many times I have not imported the goods, but few goods which are abandoned, I take it in auction. Do I have to pay the import duty? Answer is yes. I want to repeat. I didn't import any goods, but someone has abandoned their imported goods. They are helpful to me. So I am purchasing it in auction and taking it to my home consumption. Do I have to pay the custom duty? Answer is yes. Okay. Now, last part for today. Following are the 4 cases wherein custom duty is not levied or proportionately reduced. बहुत simple cases हैं, बहुत simple. The first one, pilfered goods, छोटा मोटा theft. I imported 1000 kgs, yet I have not taken it for home consumption, or I don't want to take it for home consumption. There only at port, I want to park it in the warehouse for any reason. Ma'am, but if you import, why will you not take for home consumption? Maybe there's no place in my godown, or I don't have money to clear it from port, or I don't need it. Let it be there right now. Whatever may be the reason. 1000 kgs goods are imported. 10 kgs are pilfered. Someone will break open chori chakari, choti choti. They'll break open the lock and they'll take few kgs, few boxes. It means stealing something of small value. It does not mean total destruction or completely destroyed. Only 10 kgs. If such goods are restored to the importer after pilferage, the importer becomes liable to pay duty. The principle governing this provision is when goods are not in control and he is not liable to pay duty. See, out of 1000 kg, 10 kgs was stolen. If I recover it ever, do I have to pay the duty? Yes. But I did all the complaint and all and it was useless. I'll never recover. Then why will I pay the duty? I'll pay duty on 990. It was not my responsibility. They are lost in the port place. Right? So no duty on pilfered goods. Abhi, understand, when I complete all the 4, I'll make you learn this also. Dekho. If such goods are restored to the importer, ye to ho gaya, sorry. Imported goods are pilfered. Such goods are pilfered after loading and before the proper officer has made an order for clearance, for home consumption or for deposit in warehouse. Pilferage कब तक allowed है? After unloading. Yet the goods are in the nearby to the port, but they are in the vessel only. और वहां से ही चोरी हो गया. Will you take it in section 13? No. Section 13 starts after unloading the goods at the port and before the proper officer gives the right ki chalo, take it for home consumption, or if you don't want to take it for home consumption, deposit in warehouse. After all inspection. In between, if the goods are pilfered, you are not liable to pay the duty. The importer shall not be liable to pay the duty on such pilfered goods. In case any imported goods which are pilfered while in custody, the custodian is required to pay duty on such goods. समझ में आ रहा है? Imported goods shall not be liable to pay duty on pilfered goods. Who? Importer. In case any imported goods which are pilfered while in custody, custodian is required to pay the duty on such goods. See, I didn't clear it for home consumption. They are lying with the custodian. और वहां पे if the goods are pilfered, custodian, you are liable to pay the duty because import was completed. As soon as the goods are unloaded and the proper officer said, okay, inspection is done, goods zameen pe aa gaye, abhi either take it home or put it in the warehouse. Till then, if they are pilfered, no duty. In the custodian's custody at the port itself, if the goods are pilfered, you have to pay the custom duty. Section 13 does not apply where the goods are completely lost. Then we have section 23(1). This is only chota mota chori, where the goods are pilfered before unloading thereof. Where the goods are pilfered before unloading thereof. Or where the goods are pilfered after the order. See, again that same things are repeated. I want you all to put this in block. Pilferage, section 13(1), knock knock, after unloading, before the proper officer. Bus. After the proper officer does, if it happens, section 13 not applicable. Before the goods unloaded are absent, section 13 not applicable. Over. There are 3 more like this. Another 10 minutes, it will be over. Please comment below if everything is clear or not. One second, dear students. No break. I am here. Yes. Shall we say the gist? Orally. Section 13, knock knock. After the goods are unloaded, before proper officer inspects and says, okay, these goods are ready to be taken for home consumption or to warehouse. In this period, if the goods are pilfered, some part of the goods, no custom duty is payable on that. Okay. If all the goods are destroyed, then also no duty is payable, but then section 23(1) will come. We are in section 13 right now. Okay. Chota mota theft 13. Ma'am, I have not taken the goods for home consumption. I have deposited in warehouse. And there, if there is pilferage, who is responsible? Custodian is liable to pay the custom duty. Importer will to not pay. आपके port में ही चोरी हो गए, हम क्या करें? But the custodian has to pay the duty. The duty is not remitted. Okay. So what is section 13 all about, beta? It is all about no duty to be payable on the pilfered goods. Okay. Second, remission of the duty on lost or destroyed goods. Completely, if the goods are destroyed, anything for any reason, damage, destroyed, fire, accident, then no duty is payable. where it is shown to the satisfaction of assistant commissioner or deputy commissioner. MCQ माइंडसेट आई एम गिविंग कि कैसे वो लोग एमसीक्यू बनाते हैं, और आप बिल्कुल पढ़ के जाओ, ये बहुत हेल्प करेगा आपको. Who will decide? Assistant commissioner or deputy commissioner that any imported goods have been lost. Otherwise, then, as a result of pilferage or destroyed at any time before the clearance for home consumption, then they shall remit the duty on the goods. Duty will be remitted, means it has to be paid or excused, okay? But provided the goods are completely destroyed, okay, due to any reason, then who will give the permission? Assistant commissioner or deputy commissioner, that if the goods have been lost. Otherwise, then as a result of pilferage or destroyed, damage, pura, 100%, then duty is remitted. You don't have to pay. Remission of duty is permissible only when there is a total loss. Loss is forever. Imported goods are destroyed before clearance for home consumption, destroyed due to fire in warehouse. In case of pilferage, section 13 is applicable. But in case of fire, damage and all. Acha, or section 13 ka limit is after unloading, before proper officer. And whereas section 23(1) ka limit is any time before you take the goods for home consumption. Unloading, inspection, parking in the warehouse, kahin bhi, if the goods are 100% damaged and destroyed, then no duty is payable. Distinguish between this is a theory question I have given as it is. They can ask you, because from GST as well as from custom, lot of chances of getting 4 marks, 3 marks distinguish question. So let us do it. Pilferage of the goods. Pilferage denotes what? Small stealing. And the 13 and 23. 23 is complete loss. Importer is not liable to pay the duty. However, if goods are restored, loss or destruction duty paid on goods shall be remitted to the importer. Remitted means you have paid the duty, but it will be refunded to you. Okay. Imported goods must have been pilfered after unloading. Timing. Here, imported goods have been lost any time before they are cleared for home consumption. Section 13 is not applicable where goods are pilfered after the warehousing. Provision is applicable on warehoused goods also. Even if the goods have been cleared for a warehouse and if there also there's a fire and they are 100% damaged, duty will be remitted. No such burden is cast on the importer, but here the burden is cast on importer to satisfy that imported goods have been completely lost at any time before clearance home. So for section 13, importer doesn't have to justify. For 23, he has to justify. Here time limit is limited. Here time limit is more. Here he doesn't have to pay the duty. The duty is remitted. This is small theft. This is 100% loss. So these kind of questions you can expect in theory question, और मैम हम तो choice में छोड़ देंगे. इससे तो income tax का एक question छोड़ दो and one easy theory question. What are the advantages of GST versus this? Distinguish between section 13(1) and 23(1). Not like this triple column, but even if you write double column, it's more than enough. Once again, what is section 13(1)? No duty if the goods are pilfered. 23(1), no duty if the goods are 100% destroyed. Here, after unloading, before proper officer inspect. Here, complete loss any time before the goods are cleared for home consumption. 13(1) doesn't cover warehousing. This covers warehousing. 13(1) में importer is not responsible. आपकी जिम्मेदारी थी. right? And here in 23(1), the importer has to prove to the assistant commissioner, deputy commissioner, that goods have been 100% destroyed and they are not going to be recovered in any ways. So say this, I'm saying kuch aur padhne ki zarurat nahi hai, but of course repetition is required. One time listening to the lecture will not help. Okay. Remission of the duty on relinquishment of the goods. Sometimes what happens, after importing the goods, listen, I imported the goods, but I imported it in the month of March. I received the goods in August of no use. They've been deteriorated. Custom duty pay karna bhi महंगा पड़ जाएगा. So I don't want to import. Either imported goods came late, I don't want, or they came but quality is not up to the mark, or when I imported, I did import to use, but now I'm not going to use. Suddenly there's change, some mujhe nahi chahiye. So relinquishing the goods means giving away the title of the goods. These goods don't belong to me. Do I have to pay duty? No. But then there one person is standing, his name is Mr. Beans. He didn't import the goods. He said, okay, I want to buy these goods. So he goes to the port authorities and he takes part in the auction. See, when I relinquish the goods, jiska koi nahi hai, uska khuda hai. So who is the owner now? Government. Government is doing auction of all the goods relinquished. And when I relinquish the goods, I don't have to pay any duty. Goods ही नहीं ले रही हूँ तो फिर duty क्या pay करूँ? So Mr. Beans is saying, I want these goods. So the government will say, okay, you are not imported. I mean, so you are not importing, but you want to purchase the goods in auction, pay the import duty and take home. Simple. This is the third bit. There are 4 bits in this. 2 we have completed this now. Remission. Owner of imported goods may, before an order for clearance or home consumption or an order for permitting deposit, relinquish his title to the goods. He says, I don't want the goods. I'm not liable to pay the duty. Relinquishment literally means to withdraw, abandon, to give away your right, to surrender. Such relinquishment should be unconditional. It is open to importer to exercise above option at any time before passing off order for home consumption or warehouse. Once the goods are in warehouse, these are your imported goods. You can't relinquish. So you want to relinquish it before they are permitted for home consumption or warehouse. वहां तक ही relinquishment का letter दे दो. However, the owners shall not be allowed to relinquish when they merge. Okay? हाँ. Owner, ये एक बार MCQ में पूछा है 4th point. एकदम in depth I am teaching you what all they can ask in the MCQ. तो अच्छे से करो. 4th point. The owner of any such goods shall not be allowed to relinquish his title to such goods regarding which an offense appears to have been committed under this act or under any other law. If you have committed an offense and you are liable to pay the penalty, the interest, and now you can't say, I don't want the goods. Simply your goods have been unloaded and yet they have to be transferred for home consumption or warehouse. You can relinquish the good, and if you relinquish, no duty. But if you have done certain offense related to imported goods, जो नहीं import करना था वो भी import किए, smuggling किए, now you can't relinquish. Do you see in the old movies when goods are smuggled and police comes, they leave the goods and run away? That's a layman's relinquishment. Few situations where importer is unwilling or unable to take the delivery. Reason why someone will relinquish the goods, मेरे को नहीं चाहिए. Imported goods are not according to the specification. Goods is so damaged during voyage and as may not be useful to the importer. There may be breach of contract. What we imported and what you have sent is different. Exporter, we are not going to take these goods. पड़े हमारे पोर्ट पे, होना तो वापस मंगाओ, कुछ भी करो. Followed? So these are the cases. फिर से. What until now we have done, beta? Pilfered goods, no duty is payable. 100% goods destroyed, no duty is payable. Relinquishment of the goods, no duty is payable unless you have committed some offense. And last one for today now, abatement of duty on damaged or deteriorated goods. You know, dear students, sometimes what happens that after I imported the goods, they are damaged. So the value has deteriorated. I imported the goods for 1 lakh, but now if I do the valuation, uska value will be 60,000 because this will be sold like first copy, not the original. So damage ho gaya. So should we pay the duty on 1 lakh or 60,000? When I imported the goods were of 1 lakh, but because of damage and deterioration, it has become 60,000. Obviously, I have to pay the duty on 60,000. So damage denotes physical damage. Goods are not fit for the purpose for which they are intended. Deterioration denotes reduction in the quality of goods due to natural causes. Clear to all of you? Where it is shown to satisfaction of ACDC that any imported goods have been damaged or had deteriorated at any time before or during the unloading of the goods. कहाँ पे हुआ है damage or deterioration? They have been damaged or deteriorated at any time before or during the unloading, or that imported goods other than warehoused have been damaged at any time after unloading but before its examination on account of accident, not due to willful negligence. Importer का कोई reason नहीं है. Or that any warehouse goods have been damaged before they are cleared for home consumption on account of any accident, not due to the willful act, negligence of owner or his employer agent. In short, the goods are damaged or deteriorated after they are unloaded, before they are warehoused, after they are warehoused, and before they are cleared for home consumption. Then duty will be reduced. This reduction in duty is called as what, dear students? Abatement. The duty to be charged on goods shall bear the same proportion to duty chargeable on goods before damage, which the value of damage, blah blah. Formula तो आज तक समझ में नहीं आया हमको. 1 lakh के goods थे, duty थी 10,000. Now they have become 70,000. So duty will be 7,000. Value of damaged goods 70,000. Divide by value of the goods before damage 1 lakh. Multiplied by duty on goods before damage. 1 lakh में 10,000 है, तो after damage and deterioration है. But when the damage and deterioration should happen any time before you clear for home consumption. The values may either be following methods. Ma'am, how we will come to know that today the value is 70,000? Let the proper officer decide it, or let it be auctioned at whatever rate auction may it is sold. That will be the value. I'm repeating, how will you decide that after damage and deterioration, the imported goods value is not 1 lakh, it's 70,000. So it may be decided either by the value of such goods may be ascertained by proper officer, or such goods may be sold by proper officer by public auction or by tender with the consent of owner and all. ठीक है? That same example. 70% damage हो गया है, तो 1 lakh में 10,000 थी, तो 30,000 में कितना? 3,000. Okay? So all the 4 cases are over. Let us revise it. Section 13(1) says, if there is pilferage after unloading, before proper officer says, don't pay the duty on that part. If there is completely damaged or deterioration, 100% the goods are lost. Anytime after unloading in warehouse and all, don't pay the duty. Yeah. If goods are relinquished, don't pay the duty. If goods are damaged, deteriorated proportionately before they are cleared for home, then proportionately reduce the duty and pay. So these are the 4 cases. Gist also you remember. And because once in MCQ, they have asked the section also, beta. हाँ, आई एम टीचिंग दिस इन अ डिफरेंस है ना, जिसने डीटी पढ़ा होगा मैम, वो तो आप बहुत अलग पढ़ाते हैं. अब ये टॉपिक कैसा है, क्या करें देखो. Pilfered goods, section 13. remission of the duty 23.1, relinquishment of title 23.2, reduced duty on damaged goods 22. Done. Power to grant exemption. See, sometimes it happens in special cases. Central government feels that no, on this there should not be any import duty or any export duty or whatever. How will they grant exemption from the custom duty? Either by way of notification in official gazette, either absolutely or subject to condition, or by way of special order. MCQs में यही पूछते हैं. ये दो term underline करके लिखो MCQ. Central government can say, okay, on this there will be no custom duty exempt. By way of notification, by way of special order, no duty is going to be levied. And because already this is asked twice, I have already given it in bold. Duty shall not be collected where amount of duty does not exceed 100 rupees. अब 100 rupees क्या ही duty ले लेंगे? So they said we don't want. Whenever the custom duty is less than 100 rupees, it is exempt. Okay. Now, classification of the imported goods and exported goods as per the Custom Tariff Act. Why is it required? To decide the rate. There are some exemptions in certain Custom Tariff Act chapters. Then, applicability of other duties. On some goods, anti-dumping duty, safeguarding duty, provisional duty is there. For application of any restrictions or control. So for all these cases, it is necessary कि Custom Tariff Act में you check the chapter heading, subheading, wherever it will come. So in the first schedule, all the rates are given for import duty, in which HSN code is also there. Yeah, 4-digit, 6-digit, 8-digit code is there. And second schedule is giving all the rates for export. That's all for today's class. And we will take up all types of duties in tomorrow's class. Then we will take up the levy. That is like pumping heart. Almost all the questions are based. That doesn't mean this is not important. ये आज का class तो base है levy के लिए भी, है ना? And then we will do the problems related to assessable value. And hierarchy is important, ना? Custom duty किस पे लगता है? Assessable value पे. Then like we have tax on income and on tax we charge education cess. वैसे यहाँ social welfare duty भी लगती है on the basic custom duty. And then to compensate our goods with the imported goods with our local goods में we charge IGST and SGST and all. So on imported goods also GST is levied, assessable value including custom duty. Ma'am, what you explain कुछ भी समझ में नहीं आया. So this is a song I am going to sing for 4 days. Custom duty is levied on assessable value. Social welfare on custom duty. Now add all this. This is the value on which IGST is going to be levied. I want to repeat. Import of goods is treated as what do you call it as? Integrated GST lagega, interstate sales, and whatever IGST you pay on the imported goods. Can you avail credit of that? Yes, input tax credit. Yes, it is allowed. Okay, right. Clear to all of you until now? Yeah, some of you are again and again asking me, ma'am, now hardly 1 month is left. Still, can we finish? Yes, GST lectures are very to the point. One class for place of supply, one class for returns, in which gist and important and repetition is also there. Covering up questions are also there. Few topics which are important, जैसे exemption, थोड़े problems ज़्यादा भी solve किए हैं. So take your time, but make sure you watch these videos. You fix up a target for yourself. Okay, I'll complete two videos every day, and in 12 days you can complete GST. In 13 days you can complete DT. Like that you can plan. Of course, you'll have to work very, very hard now, and lot of skills are also required, which I have already told you in 60 plus strategy. Watch that video. To the point video. Commonly made mistakes I have highlighted. like stepwise agricultural method में cess add नहीं करना, 1 minus 2 के बाद, like that. Okay, so trying to give my best over here. Only thing I am expecting is a comment below this video, a like, share it with 5 of your friends, and help me to boost this video by taking active part in the live chat. Only reason you must have seen all my classes are 11 to 1:30 because so many of you are working and wanted in the evening timing, and right now my offline batch is over for the upcoming exam, so I'm going to take the same time 6:30 to 8:30 tomorrow. Types of duties, very nice MCQs are asked और मैं आपको बहुत easy to the point पढ़ा रही हूँ. Provided, promise me all will have this hard copy with you tomorrow. That's all for today. Thank you so much. Subscribe kar do so that I don't get message from the studio ki 51%, 56% of your daily viewers are unsubscribers. Subscriber बढ़ने से होता कुछ नहीं है, फिर से आपको ही motivation मिलता है, you know. It's a chain reaction. When we ask comment below, do you think I'm asking you ki did I teach properly or not? I'm justified. I know from 2 decades ki what is the level I should teach so that I get a good sleep. This is again a feedback for you all only. Fine. I hope you understand. Thank you. Wish you very all the best. पढ़ते रहो अच्छे से. जो भी doubt है, click the picture, post it in the Telegram and WhatsApp group. We'll surely clear it with a voice on. Bye bye.